welcome to the channel and welcome to yet another conference. Thank you for joining me. My sisters, this conference is for you all. It is for us all. But I want to talk to you all a little bit today about these females out here. Only the ones, only certain ones, that are so ugly, busted, and stank, and out of shape, and need to go lose some weight for a lot of those that, and that's only for the ones that have their mouths on other people. So I'm in no way talking about anybody else's weight. I'm just saying, I'm only talking about the ones that just really feel they are the queen bee, and they got their ugly, unattractive mouths on everybody else. We're going to talk about those type of whores today. We're going to talk about those types of tricks. The real reason why a lot of those types of sluts feel that they have it going on is because there may be various men out there that are approaching them for sex. And a lot of times those men are telling them lies. Telling them, oh, you fine, you this and that and the third, because see, they just want one thing from them. And even I can remember from back in the days, I always knew that. And anybody who's ever been affiliated with me as far as in a conversation and hanging out, whatever, they would know, we would all know that this tramp is busted. Who looks at her and feels she got anything called beauty? And I can remember certain folk, I would look at them, especially the ones that it seemed like all the men were going after. And I can remember somebody in particular. I'm telling you, this chick was butt ugly, but the men were going after her. And she would be walking around like she thought she was the queen bee. And every tooth in her mouth was jacked up. She was ugly, her teeth were ugly, and her shape was ugly. And she walked around like she thought she was the queen bee. But see, she was giving it up. You understand? And then I'm sure that a lot of the men that were messing with her, they didn't look no better because ugly gonna is all ugly. And I just remember that was it, that woman, she was a particular type of person. She would talk bad and talk down on everybody else. She always had something negative to say about another female that was more attractive than her. So she was the type that always had a little slight remark. The type of whores that's got a slight remark. Like for you ladies out there that wear hair extensions, I can remember, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I'm not going to say this because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm putting them on blast. And this is somebody that I used to be acquainted with. I'm not going to say it. But I will just say this. You all know when you're dealing with a hater type female because they're always trying to say something slack about another female, And their favorite word to sling around is, oh, she ugly, she this, she ain't all that shit. And it's always an ugly buster that's going around calling other women ugly. She the one ugly. But see, she thinks she got it going on because, see, some man has lied to her. Okay, my sisters, so let's just wake up to the truth. And a lot of women believe everything that men tell them. I got some hard, cold facts for you. Men lie. Men lie. And then for a lot of men, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A lot of men may look at those types of females and may actually feel they are attractive. But for those of us that have eyes that do see, we know that those women that a lot of the men try to exalt, they are not attractive. Maybe they are attracted to them, but they are not attractive according to the standards of what true beauty really is. Physically or spiritually. You understand? Beauty is bone structure. I keep telling people that. It is not about applications. It is not about decorating yourself like a Christmas tree. Beauty is something that people came here with from the womb. And they will leave here with to the tomb. That's what true beauty is. You understand? So what you've got is these busters walking around out here because, they have all these people pumping them up, telling them this, that, and the third. But you must understand that the same ones that pump you up are the same ones that can tear you down. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, what we've got in the world today is a lot of people, they're not true beauties. They're not beauties at all. but they will be the ones that have their mouths on other females. And most women who really are, who God really blessed with attractiveness, a lot of times with those types of women on the planet, what I've noticed, they don't even really think it. They don't acknowledge their own looks, because to them, they're just them. To them, it's just a natural thing. You know, if God gave it to them, he gave it to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's always the ones that, because, you know, number one, they need to go lose some pounds, and, you know, they look a mess in their clothes. And I'm only talking about the ones that got their mouths on other females. They really need to go get themselves together and stop listening to lies out of the mouths of men. Because men are going to lie to you to get out of you what they want. You know, they'll tell a woman, oh, she has the best sex he ever had, and this and other. That's so he can keep coming back, dummy. That's so he can keep coming back. You know. Or they'll tell a busted, shown up chick, a raggedy looking something, oh, that she was fine, or she the finest thing he ever seen, or, you know, she the finest woman on earth. Well, maybe in his eyes she is, but I tell you what, a lot of these men need to go get some glasses. But you know what? Those types of men, my sisters, will tell those types of females whatever they feel will get their foot in the door. Whatever they feel that female needs to hear for them to get their foot in the door so that they can have sex with her. Okay? Because true women that I have seen in my lifetime that were true beauties, they just acted like very classy, laid-back ladies. You know, some of them. You know, they just acted very proper, and there was no fake airs, there was no attitude, and all, you know, all this old snapping and stuff that people do nowadays. Just external, just being extra. You know, just being extra because of what they lack. The women from back in the day, they were graceful and they were sophisticated. A lot of them. And even if they were not, they put on a front in public like they were. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to tell you ladies out there, don't ever feel like because another female or a group of females have put their mouths on you negatively, don't ever feel like, oh, that they must have it going on, because I'm telling you, they don't. They don't. The simple fact that they are focused on you all is proof that you are the threat. You understand what I'm saying, my sisters? You are the threat to them. They're no threat to you. Because number one, women that are truly attractive and truly secure with themselves, you all don't feel competitive with other females, because you know, well, what God gave you, he gave you, and what he gave to somebody else, he gave to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? Whether good or bad for somebody else. You know, you don't concern yourselves about that. That's called being secure with yourselves. You understand? And like I said, women are so competitive, and, you know, but I know that oftentimes, you know, for those of you, when you're dealing with your adversaries are always going to have something bad to say about you. But, you know, my thing is, don't be looking like a descendant of King Kong and got your mouth on somebody else, male or female. That's the way I look at it. And I'm going to tell you a lot of times how I always handle negativity, my sisters, and I hope something that I say today will help some of you. When people put their mouths on you negatively, and you know they are lying, you know what they're saying is not the truth, look at what's talking. Have you all ever done that? Have you all ever really looked at what was talking, what was speaking? Because you must understand that many of you out there, my sisters, you have haters. You have haters. I'm telling you, you have haters. And these haters will try to exalt themselves above measure. And they will try to exalt themselves above you. But then when they meet chicks that have the attitude, you don't exalt yourself above measure in my presence. You don't exalt yourself above me at all. You are beneath me. And there's no way I will ever treat something that is beneath me as if it is above me. You understand? They don't know how to deal with chicks like you are. They don't know how to deal with you. So the only thing they know to do is say, oh, why is everybody making a big deal out of them? They're not this, they're not that, I'm this, I'm that, they're not pretty, I am. And all the while, like I said, it's a busted monkey talking. Something that got to go put on something to try to look like something. You know what I'm trying to say? Whereas with you all that are true beauties, You ain't got to wear nothing if you don't want to. And if you do go put on something, it is to enhance what you already have, not cover what you don't like secretly. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't like something secretly. But I'm just saying that towards the other people, toward your naysayers. So they try to cover things that they don't like because they know it ain't right. Okay? And with that said, God bless you all until next time. And this message is only to encourage my sisters out there that are truly beautiful inside and out, you know, and you have busted, tore up females coming at you that are not attractive, but they think they are. And that is the case where they think they are, you know, and it might be a few other people that think they are, but the proof is always in the pudding. It is always in the pudding. And one thing, you know, my sisters out there, as ladies, we're not blind. You understand? So you have to look at what's coming up against you. Because you know what? Those whores are jealous of you all. They are jealous of what's real. The fake is always jealous of the real. And that's why they will speak against you. And they will try to say things negatively about you all's appearances. I'm telling you, based off of what I know and what my life's experience have taught me, there are some females out there that don't need to put their mouths on anybody. And those will be the ones that are always talking down to other women and saying that other women are ugly, other women are unattractive, other women can't dress, other women can't keep their men, other women can't get a man, other women can't do this and that and the third. But those will be the ones speaking. They'll be the ones that are ugly. They'll be the ones that have to indulge in actual prostitution to keep and get a man. Okay? Because if he's got to dish out $1 for a date, that's a hooker. If he's got to pay for sex, that means he's got to buy this, that, and the third to keep that hoe. That's a hoe. You understand? Those are the ones that don't have it going together. Why? Because they need a man to validate them. And they need the lies of a man to keep them. You understand what I'm saying? So he has to tell them, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Because they don't already know it for themselves because they don't possess it for themselves. Okay? So in this world, in this life, in the type of world that we're living in now, which are the last days, you need to see everybody for who and what they are. And when people put their mouths on you all, look at what is talking. I'm telling you, I know from experience. I have seen it. I have heard it. I've even been through it. I have seen but ugly people put their mouths on other people that were obviously attractive. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is only ugly folks that talk trash about attractive folks. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. When you really look at the picture for what it is, an ugly person, and I'm talking about physically ugly. I ain't talking about no spiritual thing. A physically ugly person, somebody that is not attractive, but have been told by others through lies that they are attractive. Those are the ones that are always concerned about the physical features of other people. Because it is the one thing that they know they lack. But they don't want to come to the determination and the realization that they are impoverished in the area of looks. And with that said, God bless you all until next time. Bye-bye.